in my experience, typically working in and around the Secret Service, a lot of times they end up saying, hey, how do I get a job on your team? Or how do I, how much do you get paid? In comparison to, the Secret Service. And then there's an art and a skill to EP. Like, it's different when you're in the Secret Service and you can flash a badge and kind of get whatever shit you want, in the sense. But if you have to really kind of spit some game in the sense to, be nice when you need to be nice, be a little bit stern when you need to be stern, and read the room and understand your audience, there's an art and a skill to that. And I've seen a lot of our brothers and sisters that come from the government doing protection kind of struggle on the private side, because it's like, oh, wait, shit, how do I do this? Do I have to ask my supervisor permission? Like, what is it that I need to do?
I also forgot to ask in your original question, you also asked about how we deal with this whole being a guy in a black t-shirt and all that, and I kind of get that it's funny and it's kind of became my trademark and all of that. But if you again look at it, we're taking some kids to school for this billionaire family. We do not need to wear a suit for that. It actually makes us stand out a lot of times. This is of course my personal opinion, so take it, and if I offend anybody, great, and if I don't offend them, great. Think about it, right? We do not need to look at it. And it's really funny because, if we look ourselves in a mirror a lot of times, when you come from a place like Denmark, where our biggest thing in life is to make sure that nobody's more successful than you. It's all about being equal, right? So if a guy wears a suit home, he's probably super arrogant, right? He thinks he's a CEO or something. So when you have kind of that mentality, you kind of like want to meet people where they are, right? When you see your CEO, he probably wears a suit and plays a certain persona when he's at the company, when he's at a business function and whatever, but when he's home in his own house, he plays a different role. He's a dad, he's a husband, and he relaxes, right? So we gotta meet him at that level. And that goes for the kids as well. I mean, if you're taking the 16-year-old daughter to her best friend's sweet 16 or whatever, and you come in a 5'11" vest and you send the oldest guy on the team and he wears his combat boots underneath his jeans or whatever, he just stands out, and it becomes kind of embarrassing for her a little bit, right? I've learned over the years that, how you look as a protector on the inside and your physical appearance and all of that doesn't really matter. It matters how you play it and protect yourself and understand when to turn it up and turn it down. I've seen some of the biggest and loudest guys that I wanted to fire because I thought they were so obnoxious get 1-page long thank you notes, and I kind of look at myself and go like, how the hell did that happen? This guy looks like he was put together from spare parts from other humans. He walks like a stand-up orangutan, and he speaks about this loud, but the clients end up loving this guy. And then I have this guy next to me who's a smaller guy, has a really nice haircut, he looks like his girlfriend dressed him. He can literally play the part, and they don't like him because he doesn't understand how to blend into the environment, right? So I think on top of that, that's super important, and that might be sometimes on the transition from government where the disconnect is a little bit, because if you were taught something for all of these years and you became the best in the world at it, now you get headhunted to go into private life, or you get into private life where you want to show off all of your skills, but it's different, right? That can be a hard one to kind of cope with, if that makes sense.
The Executive Protection Forum. Join the conversation of the executive protection industry. Get your tickets now while supplies last. We are capping off this event so everyone can get into our conversation with protectors at the top of the game. I look forward to seeing you there.